And now we are starting our bulletin with an important story. The leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, has repeatedly claimed that democracy is dead in India. We have heard it in the past, and that there is a wholesale attack on the Indian democracy. He continues to say that. But here's a message that Rahul Gandhi must hear today. It comes from the icon of democracy, María Corina Machado, the winner of the 2025 Nobel Peace Prize herself. Now, speaking to Group Editor-in-Chief Naviga Kumar in her first ever interview to the Indian media, María Corina Machado said it is important for India to defend freedom and democracy, and India is an example for many nations. Now, further, she says that India and Venezuela will both share a future of peace and freedom.
How do you see the health of the Indian democracy from a distance from where you are in Venezuela?
Well, you know, I was born in a democratic Venezuela. And I thought, like many in my generation, that democracy was something that we had inherited and would always accompany us, that it wasn't imaginable, Venezuela without democracy. And 26 years ago, when people warned us that Venezuela could turn into Cuba, we said, no, we're not Cuba. That's never going to happen to us. And look where we are right now. And the lesson we have learned is that freedom and democracy has to be defended every day. Certainly, there are failures in democracy that ought to be always improved. But the most important thing is a country like yours that is so big, with such an incredible culture and a democratic tradition, to foster it, to care for it, and also to be sure that, you know, new generations are brought up with a sense of responsibility, that you really need to care for it. And the way to do that is to be active, to participate, to speak out, never be silenced. And that's, you know, that's a tough lesson that we learn in Venezuela. And now we're more humble, but also I think we're very well prepared to set the pillars of this new country that is, and its rebirth that it's taking place as we speak.
Do you follow Indian politics? Do you follow Prime Minister Narendra Modi while you've been, in hiding? Have you looked at this part of the world, and what do you think about it?
Oh, of course I do. And as I say, I admire India with all my heart. My daughter was there just a couple of months ago. I've never been to India. She loves your country. I have many friends, Venezuelan friends that live there. And of course I follow it. And I hope I have the chance to speak with the Prime Minister and be sure that, you know, we can host him in a free Venezuela very soon, and that we can strengthen ties for the well-being of our own countries, because I believe there are many areas of complementary that will be great opportunities for your people, for your private sector, and certainly for the Venezuelan population.
And viewers, here's why we are saying this statement must be heard by Rahul Gandhi. Now, after all, Rahul Gandhi is the same leader who on multiple occasions has said Indian democracy is under attack. And there is now a fight to protect the country from the assault on the democracy. Now, let's remind you how Rahul Gandhi just recently spoke about the threat to the Indian democracy back in October 2025. Listen in.
The single biggest risk is the attack on democracy that is taking place in India. And different traditions, different religions, different ideas require space. And that the best method for creating that space is the democratic system. And currently there is a wholesale attack on the democratic system in India. Allowing these different traditions to thrive, giving them space to express themselves is very important for a country like India. We can't do what China does, which is suppress people and run an authoritarian system. In India, we have huge amounts of corruption now at very, very centralized level. 3 or 4 businesses basically taking over the whole economy, having a direct relationship with the Prime Minister. So it's rampant in India. I don't think India sees itself as taking leadership in the world. I don't think that's not our model. We understand that we are a big country, a large country, and we have a weight. And of course, we want prosperity for our people. We want our people to succeed. We want our people to work. But I don't think we see ourselves as leading the world.
Now, I have my colleague Isha joining us live on the broadcast. Isha, you just heard Rahul Gandhi. Now, the winner of Nobel Peace Prize hailing India's democracy, saying that India's democracy is an example for the world. But we have seen time and again the India alliance, especially Rahul Gandhi, attacking the very democracy of our country. Isn't this the biggest proof for him?
Right, definitely, Shubhangi. Rahul Gandhi and top leaders of the India Bloc, their claim has been checkmated with the Nobel Prize winners' comment on Indian democracy. And in fact, the Indian democracy is one of the largest in the world. Our country is one where a lot of cultures thrive together, and there is a lot of freedom to express power, express a dissent as well, which is something that is uncommon, in fact, which is something that also Rahul Gandhi said, that we cannot be China, and we are not China. We are way more powerful in terms of how we express ourselves. And now this particular Nobel Prize winner, she has come out and said that she in fact has she has been looking at India as a beacon of inspiration, and she wants to implement that in her country. And considering Rahul Gandhi, the Congress party and other India Bloc leaders have been echoing the same sentiment over and over again, that they have been stating that the democracy has been in threat, and they've been citing the SIR in Bihar, the vote chori allegations. So their allegations have been coming in, but Nobel Prize winner coming in stating that she's taking an inspiration from Indian democracy definitely puts the India Bloc in a state of introspection for sure, because this is somebody who's not even from the country and is singing praises. So definitely something to introspect as of now.
That's right, Isha. You're pointing to a very important point here. You have, of course, leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, who's time and again questioned the very democracy of our country, and you have now the Nobel Peace Prize winner who is saying that she takes inspiration from the India's democracy there.